Hi, Trevor. I sent out some information to you on Friday. I don't know if you caught it. You probably been getting a lot of emails. But one of the documents I sent was the remote learning update. And it had a lot of information about how grading is going to go for the rest of the semester. So I wanted to take a couple minutes here, hopefully answer some of your questions and give you some of the details of the plan and how it impacts you. Let's get started. Okay, we're going to fast forward through the first part of this document. The first part is the state plan, which you're welcome to go and check back and see the state recommendations. The second page is the district plan. This was sent out by Dr. Mauser when we first began remote learning on how the district would handle some of this. It talks about how grading would be determined at a later date. Now is that time. And then this goes into the high school plan, and it includes a lot of information at the start, which you already know because we're going through this. We've been going through this for a few weeks now with the A days and the B days. Hopefully that's working out for you. Also, the teacher's office hours. The teachers are hoping that you will connect with them if you've got questions or you just haven't got a chance to talk with a teacher one-on-one. They're going on and logging on into Zoom or Google Meets. And it's a great opportunity for you to pop in, ask a question, say hi. If you had a chance to do that, please do. I'm going to continue to send out emails every A day in the mornings, and it's going to include Teacher of the Month and Student of the Month. If you've got somebody you want to nominate for Teacher of the Month, I'd love to hear from you. And then the content will be focused on standards that are the highest priority for what you will need to go into the next class or the next content or to college. And so teachers have really thought through the most important and pared it down to these essential things. Hope that will be something that will continue to drive you through to the end of the semester. Assignments are going to be based off of completion and not so much all the different points that you have had in the past. So it's going to be simply going into the grade book of whether you completed it or not. Teachers are still going to give feedback. They're still going to use rubrics. They're still going to talk about how you can get better with your writing or whatever product that you're creating. However, it will just be a completion grade that's going to go into the remote learning grade. So now let's get to the grading. So grading is going to be based on the class grade prior to remote learning, which was officially start date was March 16th. All right. Your grade, however, can improve with the remote learning grades. So can you do that? If you had 80%, if you do 80% of your remote learning work, and that's everything that was March 16th to the end of the year, then your grade can bump up a full letter grade. All right. If you don't do the 80% and you do anything less than that, your grade will remain what it was prior to March 16th. Student with a grade at or below 50%, they will need to have an individualized contract to move their grade up to a D. And teachers will be contacting students to create those plans. A student may move a grade up to, so say you were at a C plus and you're still looking towards to get an A. You can do that at the discretion of the teacher. You just need to make sure that you are talking with the teacher, make sure you're completing as much work as possible and giving your full effort as you would to get to that A if it was regular learning. Okay. As I stated last week, semester exams are not going to be a part of our plan for any grades this semester. One other thing of note, pluses and minuses will not be included as well on this semester. We're working to make sure that that's clearly communicated on your transcripts. So if you typically would have gotten an A plus, it will be clearly communicated on your transcript so that you will not have anything penalized against you when you send your transcripts off to your colleges. Your GPA will not be penalized as well because every grade within the letter is going to get the maximum amount of points. So whether it is an A minus or an A plus, you're getting that 4 points. Same thing with the B. Anything that was within the B range is going to get a 3.33, so on and so forth. All right. The incomplete grades, just real quick on those. For those, would only be for students that had a failing grade in a class pre-March 16th and don't do the amount of work required to bump them up to a D. A student that would receive an incomplete will need to either retake the class or do credit recovery during the summer to get that grade up. So in summary, just a couple of examples. My grade prior to remote learning is an 85% B in English. I have 10 remote learning assignments in that class. I complete 8 of them. My grade will bump from a B up to an A. In the same sense, that same example, if you do less than 8 assignments of the 10, you do anything below that, under 80%, your spring grade will remain a B for the semester. Now, One thing that will be a little bit of a snag for students was that we are accustomed to using Skyward. We needed a different format to record these grades with this different grades plan. So teachers are all going to be using a Google spreadsheet for that. Mr. Corn is nice enough to make a quick video to explain how you can keep track on your own of your remote learning assignments to know whether or not you've reached that 80% mark so that your grade's going to bump up or not. And that's included in the email that I'm sending out with this video. That's it. Thanks for watching. Go Vikings.